Whether we're talking about historical figures in American history, or ideology, or racism, or sexism, or peaceful protest, or the Black Lives Matter organization, or inanimate objects like statues, one question keeps coming to mind every time I hear the arguments from the far left, which seems like most of them now, concerning the topics I just mentioned. Whatever happened to crazy? Hey everybody, thanks for joining me once again here on MRCTV. I'm Nick Kangadis. While he used the question in a different connotation over 20 years ago, comedian Chris Rock's question,
"Whatever happened to crazy?"
certainly applies when we think about everything that's going on in the country right now. And wait for it, because I'll answer that question in just a few minutes. Think about it. You've got Maxine Waters going on MSNBC basically saying that President Trump and his supporters' mission is to keep everyone that isn't white powerless.
When you talked about this need for, Trump and those who support him to want to, have absolute power and to believe that it is their right and their responsibility to ensure that blacks and people of color and others do not rise to any level of influence and power.
Crazy!
You've got LaFlop James and other NBA players tweeting support for an ESPN journalist who said, "F you" to a US senator because he questioned the NBA's relationship with the Communist government of China.
Whatever happened to crazy?
You've got the teachers union in LA demanding the defunding of police, Medicare for all, and what amounts to a ban on school choice as part of their conditions for reopening schools. Leave it to a union to make ridiculous demands that will probably be met to some degree simply because they're in LA.
The kids.
You have prominent black men like the Philadelphia Eagles' Deshaun Jackson.
Who knows what's going on inside that helmet?
And actor Nick Cannon actively pushing anti-Semitic rhetoric and conspiracy theorist racist bullcrap.
Melanin comes with compassion. Melanin comes with soul that we call it. We call it soul. We soul brothers and sisters. That's the melanin that connects us.
Right.
So the people that don't have it are a little, and I'm gonna say this carefully, are a little less. I'm bringing it all the way back around to Minister Farrakhan, to where they may not have the compassion. So then these people who didn't have what we had, and when I say we, I speak of the melanated people.
Right.
They had to be savages. They had to be barbaric. Because they're in these Nordic mountains. They're in these rough, torrential environments. So they're acting as animals.
Right.
So they're the ones that are actually closer to animals. They're the ones that are actually the true savages.
Do we eliminate crazy from the dictionary?
And you've got legit crazy people threatening to kill everyone on a plane unless they admit that Jesus was a black man.
Jesus was a black man. So everybody, I will kill everybody except it. Die in the name of Jesus!
What the hell is wrong with these white kids?
Now, no matter what complexion you believe Jesus had, that doesn't give you the right to threaten others. You get the point. The caveat of all this insanity is that because these people are Americans and live in this country, they can say what they want, as long as they're not calling for violence against others like the last dude. It all comes back to the question, whatever happened to crazy? Y'all want the simple answer? All right, political correctness. Political correctness is the worst thing to happen to this country in the last 50 years. It's not whatever racism or sexism or any other ism that anyone wants to throw out there. First of all of these peaceful protests can claim they're about racial equality all they want. It doesn't make it true. Like I said in my last video, none of this has to do with racism, at least not in the last few weeks. It has to do with the same thing it's always been about, power and control. I would say money, but that comes once you get enough power and control. And that's what political correctness is about. It's about shaming you for everything you stand for because it isn't part of the pre-approved rhetoric, narrative, agenda, or any other power grab term the left wants to push. As I've said previously, politics is the poison that corrupts every facet of our lives. And what is the root of political correctness? You got it. Politics. Think about the term. Politically correct. It's not about what is right or wrong. It's about what's politically expedient enough to get done whatever it is the far left wants to get done. It's subversion. It's the bastardization of the English language. It's everything that's wrong with America. The phrase itself is an assault on free speech and your God-given rights. So I'll ask the question one last time.
What happened to crazy? Well, you can't be crazy no more?
Well, it's still here. It's just become what the left now calls the new normal. Before I go, I just wanted to thank all of you for the overwhelmingly awesome response you gave me in the Last Things That Need to Be Said video. I really enjoyed reading and responding to your takes on what's going on, so let's keep that going. Let me know if you want me to keep saying things that need to be said. And don't forget to follow me and MRCTV on Parlay. If you liked this video, don't forget to share it and give it a thumbs up. Those are the two best ways to let us know that you want us to keep these videos coming. Subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so that YouTube might let you know when MRCTV comes out with a new video. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. For MRCTV, I'm Nick Kangadis.